It's August 7th, finishing the week strong, big time short on KZIA. Guys, I usually don't short small caps. I trade with Lightspeed. A lot of the small caps are difficult to get borrows on, but I had easy to borrow on a lot of small caps. I had easy to borrow on ANPC, had easy to borrow on CNDT, had easy to borrow on KZIA, and KZIA was my big win today. All it took, guys, was just the one winning trade on KZIA. I had a little small loss on ANPC, but it was only a tier one position. Tier one is 25% of my size. KZIA, guys, big time short. Okay, shorted this thing in the morning. I ended up covering throughout the downfall right in here. And then I covered my very last piece right here before the bell, right in front of that $6 level. And it was a big win. What I'm going to share with you on this video, you really are going to want to pay attention to this video very closely. Whether you are a long trader or a short trader or both, this lesson that I'm about to cover with you now is something that can help a long trader exit a failed trade quickly, well before the stock fails, well before the stock stops you out and hits your stop loss. It'll save you as a long trader a ton of money throughout your trading career. If you are a short-minded trader and you love to go after and short these small caps, listen up for this lesson because this is going to give you a beautiful entry opportunity to short these small caps. That's exactly what I did on KZIA today. I saw one particular pattern. It is a bearish signal. I shouldn't call it a pattern. It's a signal. It is a bearish signal that I teach all of my TGD members to look for. We identified it today in KZIA, and I absolutely jumped all over this thing short. I added up to my position. I got a big size short, and we just rocked this thing, nailed it all the way down for over $1 a share move on a nice big position. And this was a thing of beauty. So let's get right to the lesson. Like I said, guys, this is going to be an important one. You're going to want to pay attention whether you are long or whether you go long small caps or short small caps. In general, this is a signal that is bearish and can help you exit a long early or really get in, size up on a short and roll that stock over and catch a beautiful all-day fade on small caps that give you that action in the morning. Now let's pan this over. I want to talk to you guys now about this KZIA. KZIA, first, let's go to the daily chart. Okay, as we go to the daily chart, the stock was gapping up today, and I said to myself, oh, this is kind of odd. You have like this little halt area here from back in 2019, right in front of $7. I'm like, we were gapping up into no man's land. Obviously, you had this real heavy resistance at $5, but we were gapping well above that $5 level. So I didn't really think that level was too much in play today, unless maybe it faded all the way down to 5. That would have been my final take profit target, but looking at the gap up today, I'm looking, okay, maybe that area right in front of that $7 area, maybe that's a support level for us. We can look to see if it holds coming out of the opening bell. And surely enough, we gap up today above that level, and you can see that level starts to hold support in here. Okay, you can see that level starts to hold support in here. It also kind of you have the 23.6 Fibonacci level that's kind of sitting down here, helping give this stock a little area of support. Okay, and then here's where the bearish signal comes into play. I will say this to you guys here first, and I'll walk you through it on the chart. What is a bearish signal? A bearish signal is when a stock is, you clearly identify a support level, and a stock is at that support level. Then the stock pushes off the support level and makes a new high of the day. Upon making the new high, the stock immediately pulls all the way back in to retest the support level it just came from. I'll say that again. The bearish signal is when you clearly have an identified support level that the stock is at that moment. Then the stock moves off that support level, breaks the high of the day, and then immediately pulls all the way back to that same support level that it just came from. That is a bearish signal, a sign of weakness, a sign of aggressive selling, and a sign of passive buying. Let me explain why. Okay. Now, I don't use 1 minute charts, but for this explanation, I'm going to show you a 1 minute chart because it makes it easier on the eyes. Here you guys can see, here's this little support level, right? You see the stock's holding support. Then all of a sudden the stock shoots up and actually makes a new high of the day. Prior to that, the high of the day was $8. Okay, $8 right here. There's your high of the day at $8. We actually break through the high of the day and make a new high. There's your new high, and then immediately pull all the way back to the same support level. So again, here was your support level. There's your new high. We immediately pull back right back into the exact same support level that we just came from. That is a bearish signal and a sign of weakness. All right. When I saw that, I'll take you guys back to a 3-minute chart now. As soon as I saw that, that's when I came on the mic in True Trading Group. I said, guys, that is a bearish signal on KZIA. I've got easy to borrow with this on Lightspeed. I'm going after this, and I'm getting short right there. Tier 1 position, an original stop loss above the high of the day. Take you guys to my trade announcements on the day. I will zoom in so you can see more clearly. Short, tier 1 at $7.45. My stop's the high. I'm going to add tier 2 through 7.15. Okay. We end up making one last test to test the high of the day and just got absolutely crushed again. I'll take you guys back to a 1-minute chart so you can see the price action more clearly. All right. Now, this was my tier 1 entry short. Right there is my tier 1 entry short after that bearish signal. The stock starts to climb a little bit and then bang. We got rejected again at the high of the day. You see increase in volume on that sell-off, and I add to my position right there back through VWAP, and now I'm in a large full-size position because now I have confidence. I've got a lot of confidence on this trade now, guys, that I can look to really lean into this thing short. I added to the position there. I'll take you back now to a let me delete that. And I'm gonna take you back to a 3-minute chart. Okay, so again, there's the tier 1, there's the tier 2 short. Okay, and then bang, we get a new low of the day. Once we break the new low of the day, my first take profit comes off the table. All right, where are we? At 9.52. Took some profit, covered at 7.08. Still holding the bulk of the position. All right, still holding the bulk of the position. Then what you will notice is now VWAP acting as resistance. Look at that VWAP resistance, guys. You see that? Look at that VWAP resistance. You want to know why? Because now the sellers are in control of this stock. This action right here has told you that the sellers are in complete control of this stock. And now understand why that's a bearish signal. This is a bearish signal because you guys have to realize what makes up a support level. Buyers, right? All a support level is a group, a large amount of buy orders that hold the stock above a particular level. So when the stock makes a move up to the new high and then is able to come all the way back to that same support level, what does that mean? That means that all of these buyers that made up that support level, all these buyers, they didn't move up. Okay, they didn't move up with the stock. That's why the stock was able to go up to make a new high and then come all the way back down immediately. The speed of which it comes back down is very important because that shows it's really the ease. Like, how easy is it for the stock to get back to that support level? Because the easier the stock gets there, which will really be how fast the stock can get back down there. Because if there's a lot of buying now that moves up, it's not going to get back to that support level very quickly. It's going to have to churn through a lot of buying to get back to the support level if the buying that's at the support level moved higher. So the fact that the stock immediately drops back down to it tells me that the buyers did not step up. If the buyers did step up, okay, if then maybe you get the stock makes a new high, then maybe it consolidates, does maybe one of these, right, and then maybe starts to climb higher again. But that's not what happened. It immediately dropped back down to that support level. That's why it's a bearish signal. So when you see that, that's telling you that you have aggressive selling up at the highs because when the stock got up there, it got sold into very quickly. So that tells you there's aggressive selling at the top. The support level, that's telling you that the buying at the support level is not aggressive. Buying is very passive. That's why, okay, if it was aggressive, the buying would move up as the stock moves up. Buyers would be chasing the stock higher if the buying was aggressive. If the buyers are passive, the stock's going to move higher. The buyers are going to sit there because it's passive buying. And that's when the sellers really get control of the stock. When the stock comes back down to that support level, all the people that got long into the new high, they all say, oh man, that's a failed new high. I got to exit this position. And then you get the sell off. And then once you get that action, then the sellers are in complete control. And then you'll see VWAP acts as an area of resistance as sellers take over control. And then bang, you get your break and the stock rolls over, makes a new low of the day, and the rest is just history. Look at that fade. Absolute thing of beauty. I'll take you guys back to my trade alerts. You will see here, took more profit, covered some at 687, took more profit, covered some at 673, took more profit, covered at 612, final take profit, covered at 608 from the 745 original entry. The original entry, guys, short right there. And then that was the ad. And you guys can see taking profits along the way during this entire sell-off with my final take profit right there, right before the bell at $6.08. Absolute beautiful short, all thanks to this recognizing this bearish signal. Even if you are not a short seller, okay, you can still learn a hell of a lot from this lesson because recognizing that pattern, if you had gotten long in here, recognizing that signal can get you out of the stock there instead of there. And that is a major, major difference in your P&L and is going to save you countless amounts of money throughout your trading career if you're able to recognize this bearish signal early enough and exit the trade before the flush, before the sell-off, before your stop loss triggers. It can save you a lot of money throughout your career. Then on the flip side, if you are a short seller, look for this bearish signal because it's a beautiful place to start to really size into your trades, because that failed new high gives you an instant stop loss. It gives you an instant stop loss on at least your first entry. And then once you get the confirmation and you get like a low of the day break, maybe you get a VWAP resistance, it allows you the opportunity to really size into that short. All right. It really gives you the opportunity to size into that short with confidence because now you have these different resistance levels and you can just stair step the stock down for the entire rest of the day or morning. And that gap up can get faded as a lot of these small caps do. So it was an absolute thing of beauty, guys. I hope this helps. I suggest going back and rewatching this video because it's a fantastic lesson for longs and shorts. What I will tell you guys is before I do end this video, make sure if you guys are interested in learning, about these type of signals, the patterns that I'm trading, how I even learned to identify these type of things. Go through the TTG courses that are available on the website completely free with your membership. Click the link in the description below. Use the coupon code TTG820. That will get you, the YouTube family, a 37% discount on a 1-year membership to TTG that will include my entire course curriculum. It's the same information and education I received working at a hedge fund. That's how I started my trading career. I've simplified that education, and that's the courses that are available on the website. It's not a secret. It's not some special pattern. It's not some special strategy. It is just hardcore professional education. The same stuff I was taught working at a hedge fund. That's what I go through in those courses and will teach you. If you guys want that included for free in your membership, use that coupon code TTG820. Click the link in the description below. Make sure to hit the like button, guys. Let's get those likes as much as we can. Share the video as well. I appreciate all the love you guys show me on YouTube. If you're brand new, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you don't miss out on any more of these awesome lessons that I'm giving out on the daily. All right, guys, have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you guys all in chat on Monday. Later, guys.